Welcome everybody to another video. Thanks for coming to the Guided by AI channel. Yay. I'm happy to have you here. We can work on ourselves. We can see if these AI slides like gather information well and like it actually is good. Okay, let's just dive into this thing. By the way, videos get posted Wednesdays and Saturdays, Saturday mornings, Wednesdays. I'll figure out the time. I think it might be evening. Yeah, so if you want to follow along and do your own journey with this, I would love that because I'm doing a journey with this. And I would love for people to come with me and do their own journeys. So, all right, let's dive in. What do we got today? Because I don't look ahead, like it's so fun. Let's do this together. So, here's a quote. Relationships are about keeping the love alive. Relationships are about keeping the love alive and discovering what true love really is. This quote is by David Prorock. What? Cool. Okay. The journey from infatuation to authentic connection. This is so interesting, right? Like I have seen my pattern loop and loop and loop, and that's what many people do. So, like, how far can you get, right? Like, do you always just start over or what? Okay. Infatuation, intense attraction based on idealized perceptions and surface level connections. Discovery, learning about each other's true selves, including imperfections and complexities. Authentic love. Deep connection built on acceptance, understanding, and genuine partnership. I feel like personally, my only hope for this is to do my own work and to stay really connected to myself. That's the only way I could possibly like do do this for another, right? I don't know. What about you? Understanding the natural evolution of relationships. Yeah, I mean, oh, and look at this picture. Tree of seasons, seed, sprout, maturity, decay. Honeymoon phase. Everything feels perfect. You see only the best in each other, and it just makes me laugh. Like at 46 years old, I've lived this so many times. Okay. I'm so impressed by the people who just like have secure attachment and are able to like get this right the first time. I know there's like so many unhappy couples and marriages, so like I know I'm not alone. Let me know I'm not alone. Put it in the chat, please. Okay. Honeymoon phase, you see only the best in each other, experience intense passion and excitement. Then comes the reality check. Differences emerge. You begin to see flaws and face the first real conflicts and disappointments. This is so hard. I find it really hard. Um, Three, power struggle, testing boundaries. So far, this feels totally right to me. What about you? Testing boundaries, partners may try to change each other to or assert individual needs and preferences. Like Teal Swan talks about me or you instead of, it should be like me and you. Like how do how do both people get their needs met? And she talks about incompatibility. Like there's just incompatibility. Like you might be with the wrong person. Okay, then we get to true partnership, mature love develops. I may be at this point with my boyfriend to try to get to that point. Um, Couples learn to accept differences and work together as a unified team. Okay, five key practices for nurturing lasting love. Daily appreciation, express gratitude for small gestures, and acknowledge your partner's efforts regularly. Daily appreciation. Appreciate your person. Quality time. So, this is one of the five love languages. So is physical affection. Okay, quality time, create meaningful moments together without distractions, fostering deep connection. So with that daily appreciation, it's like what you focus on grows. Focus on your person's good stuff. I'm telling this to myself, okay? Always for everything, whether it's about your partner or yourself or life or anything, like what we focus on grows. I'm saying this to me because I tend to be very spirally and very negative. So I have to consciously like keep my focus good and then that expands, right? Physical affection. Maintain non-sexual touch through hugs, hand holding, gentle gestures of care. Emotional support. Be present during challenges and celebrate successes together as a unified team. I gotta go back to the love languages. Like, I don't know who that author is. I forget, but it's so important to know, like, how does your partner feel love? Like, I tend to be selfish, and like how I feel love is verbal affirmation. And yes, like this one, if someone is present with me during challenges and sees good in me, this kind of thing, right? Like, how do you feel love? Shared growth. And where do you feel that disconnect? Where does that disconnect happen? Like, what did you need from your person that they didn't provide? But it's so tricky, right? Because like it's all about doing your own work, and then how can you give? Okay, shared growth. Pursue new experiences together while supporting individual dreams and aspirations. I like that one. I really like that one. At this point in my life, it's like we're two separate trees, right? But maybe our roots are growing together. Okay. The role of communication. Communication. Everything's about communication. Oh, I really want you guys to give me some support and put comments like because I like struggle with all of this. And also I've learned I've come so far. The role of communication in relationship longevity, active listening. Truly hear your partner's words, emotions, and underlying needs. So, how do you do with this? Like, because I think I'm not alone when it's like, well, how am I going to listen to you when you didn't listen to me? When I don't feel heard, how am I going to, like you say, I say my stuff, he says his stuff, and I'm thinking of my ex-husband as well, and we just it doesn't work, right? We both have our stuff and neither one is hearing or so that's interesting. Like, how do you do that? And the only way I know is to connect super deeply with myself, and then I have a chance at that. Okay. Truly hear, feel, sense your partner without planning your response. And for me, I'm speaking to myself right in this moment, like, can I hear the other person without feeling fully heard myself? Like, could I be willing to do that? Like, I would feel freaking awesome to do that. And so I'm excited to kind of like be far enough along with my own work to sometimes be able to do that. Like, I find also, and it's super sad. I feel bad about it. Like, that it's easier to get, like, I can give to clients, I can give to people, random people in the world. Like, I have a lot to give when I'm connected. It's harder with a partner. So my poor partners, right? But there's hope. There's hope. Tell me there's hope. Honest expression. Share your thoughts and feelings openly while being mindful of timing and delivery. That is where I would struggle, timing and delivery. Conflict resolution. Address disagreements constructively, focusing on solutions rather than blame. You just laugh at all this stuff because I relate so much to it, and it kind of makes me like cringe a little bit. Like, I'm proud of myself for how far I've gotten in life from where I started. But also like I still have a lot to learn. And my boyfriend's wonderful. He's really wonderful. He knew and pushes communication from day one. So when challenges arise, growth opportunities in conflict. Okay, I like that because same as like individually when you're triggered by something, and I know, and if you don't know this, like when it sucks, like you're really triggered by whatever it is, that is such an opportunity to go in and connect and learn and reprogram, right? All of this. So same thing in a relationship. I love that. Okay. So challenges, perfect opportunity to go into the relationship to like, yeah, interesting. Conflict emerges, differences surface, creating tension and disagreement between partners. Healthy discussion. Partners engage in respectful dialogue to understand each other's perspectives. If you're anything like me, you may first need to step away and like connect with yourself and then be able to have like a respectful discussion. Stronger bond, successfully navigating challenges builds trust and resilience in the relationship. I feel like my boyfriend is so much better at this than me. New understanding. Through conflict, couples gain deeper insights about themselves and their partner. Yeah. Okay. This is so timely. I love these slides that David comes up with. Do you? Every conflict contains seeds of deeper intimacy when approached with openness and respect. Wow, like to be vulnerable, right? But the most vulnerable person in the room wins. Not that it's about winning. Vulnerability as the foundation of intimacy. True intimacy requires courage. Yeah, it frickin' does. Vulnerability is not weakness. No, it's hard, right? Especially if you're somebody who, through your childhood traumas or attachment style, your coping skills you developed as a child are like the avoidant, like, I gotta get safe, so I'm gonna go away. But then, like, you're all alone. Like, that's not what you want either. It's important to learn that, like, being how to be vulnerable, right? Um, it's a strength. It's the birthplace of connection, creativity. Like, you can't connect if you don't put your real self out there. If you aren't vulnerable, you can't get what you need. You can't get your needs met, right? It's a birthplace of connection, creativity, change, excuse me, when we allow ourselves to be truly seen. By the way, I'm really good at this. For all that I'm saying that I'm not good at, I'm actually really good with people at making them feel safe. Like, I'm a very safe person because I understand what it is to be terrified, to be vulnerable, right? Like, I can hold space. When we allow ourselves to be truly seen, we create space for authentic love to flourish. So share fears and insecurities openly. Um, Admit mistake and post it here or whatever. Like, celebrate. Like, if you're scared and but you share something real, you know, celebrate yourself. I want to celebrate you, okay? Because it's hard. Admit mistakes and ask for forgiveness. And so something that could happen for me, tell me if you relate to this, is I will then turn against me. Like, oh, I didn't handle this right, or oh, I lashed out, or oh, and then I just feel so ashamed that I'm like, I don't know. Then it's hard to move forward too. You can't get lost in like remorse and guilt, right? So admit mistakes, ask for forgiveness, and frickin' forgive yourself, right? Because that's when people forgive you, is when you forgive yourself. Connect to your higher power, to your own heart, to yourself, okay? Love you, because probably it's a child part that's triggered. So give yourself a hug. You can literally, right? Okay. Express needs without demanding. I'm like guilty of so many of these things. Celebrate successes and support during failures. Celebrate successes and that kind of makes no sense. If you have failures, by the way, there's no such thing as failure. Everything is, we learn from everything. Balancing independence and togetherness. Yeah. Personal identity. Maintain your individual interests, friendships, and personal growth journey. Yes. Shared values. Align on core beliefs and life goals that guide your partnership forward. Beautiful. Healthy boundaries. Respect each other's need for space while nurturing connection and intimacy. That's a super interesting one. That's to do with attachment styles. If you're anxious attachment, you're gonna cling and like, I need you. Like, we got, but if you're avoidant, you're gonna be like, I need space. And so you gotta kind of make sure there's not like incompatibility there and kind of learn about attachment, learn, how to work with that. Complementary strengths. Celebrate differences. Celebrate differences. Ooh, okay. I don't need him. I don't need my boyfriend to be just like me. Would I want him to be? No. Like that's partly what I'm totally attracted to in him is that he's different than me, right? Use individual strengths to support the relationship. Okay. All right. Like I want to learn to give more because I have been more like selfish, right? Within relationship. And it's not so against me. Like I've had issues I had to work through, right? Um, who are you in relationship? What are your patterns? I find this stuff so freaking interesting. I would love to communicate with you about it. All right, the strongest relationships are built by two complete individuals choosing to share their lives together. I mean, it's beautiful. Rediscovering each other. I'm at that point with my boyfriend too. We had a really, really difficult year. I got really detached, and now we're reconnecting. How interesting that that's possible because really in my past, I always just like started new with somebody else. So, okay, the importance of curiosity. Ask new questions. Even after years together, your partner continues evolving, of course. I hope, right? Like that we're all growing and evolving. I think it's so sad when people just get like stuck and stagnant and are like in an unhappy marriage, but they just stay, I don't know. Stay curious about their changing thoughts and dreams. Yeah, I like that. Okay, try new experiences. Shared adventures create fresh memories and reveal new facets of each other's personality. I'm totally into kirtan right now, and I'm like asking my boyfriend because he has a beautiful voice, and I'm not sure if he'd be into kirtan or not, but he's expressed some openness to that. That would be like something we could explore learning together at least. Like, I want to learn the Sanskrit mantras and all this. Practice mindful presence. Put away distractions and really observe your partner with fresh perspective and genuine interest. Yeah, that's something I'm trying to do now because I realized I got so detached and so like I'm not even listening to him, right? And so I'm trying to like get present and that feels good. Quote, the real voyage of discovery consists not in seeking new landscapes, but in having new eyes. Yeah, the lens of perception, right? Like you have glasses on, you can pretend, and like what lens are you seeing through? We call this the your reality tunnel in Soma Breath 21 Day Awakening Journey. Practical steps for cultivating love that endures, because I don't want to just run away, right, anymore. I don't know. If you're a runawayer, let me know. Daily check-ins. Spend 10 minutes each day sharing highlights, challenges, feelings without devices or distractions. I love that. I love that. I used to go to meetings where they would do this with the children. Like, what's your high point and your low point from today? And I think it's beautiful for adults. Like, I would love that, right? What is the thing that I love today? What is the thing that was the best for you? What part sucked? Weekly date nights. Prioritize. This gives me like bad memories. I've been divorced twice, and everyone says date night, date night, date night. This can be good, right? I just got burned out. Like prioritize I didn't know myself well enough to like choose correctly, right? I was just choosing from trauma. Partners, I mean. Prioritize dedicated time together, alternating between new activities and beloved traditions. Monthly relationship reviews. This sounds like overly structured, but my boyfriend and I do stuff like this. It's just not like, it would stress me out to like have another thing on the calendar, right? But we do review our relationship. I like his guidance in that. I like that. Discuss what's working well and areas for growth, approaching challenges as a team. Yeah, I have a hard time being part of a team. There's no I in team. Annual vision setting. Wow. Align on shared goals and dreams. Like we have a business together and it's pretty cool. Creating a roadmap for your future together. Continuous learning, read books, attend workshops, seek counseling to strengthen your relationship skills. Love is not just a feeling. I always felt that, like, because I'm with my attachment or whatever, I will instantly fall in love with somebody, right? That's attachment. Like, that's a red flag. It's fun, right? It's beautiful. It's strong. It's, but it's a red flag. So, like, love is not just a feeling. I mean, I've heard it like love is an action. And here, it's a practice, a choice, a commitment to growth. Oh, that's the end. Okay, so again, videos come out Wednesdays and Saturdays, and this is a journey. This is a way to like keep looking at cool stuff like this and keep this in the forefront of our minds and embrace this and grow and change and learn. And I mean, I don't know. I hope you will join in and do your own journey, and I will see you next time. Love you all.